The time is 8:07 a.m. Good morning. The news headline. Opinion. Open grazing. Ban. Nobody should blame Governor Uzodinma. He did the right thing for his people. The controversies around grazing ban started on May 11, 2012, when 17 Southern governors met in Asaba for the maiden edition of the Southern Governors Forum meeting. At that summit, they endorsed a proposal for a blanket ban on open grazing in the entire southern part of Nigeria. And during the second edition of the summit in Lagos, they set a timeline for the enactment of open grazing legislation. According to SGF, by September 1st, 2021, all member states are supposed to have signed into law a bill that effectively criminalizes open grazing. The deadline has come and has passed, and many of the state members have taken action and signed into law new piece legislation to forbid open grazing. However, Imo State became the first state to back out of the agreement. Speaking about the development, Governor Hope Uzodinma said on Wednesday that there was no law banning open legislation in his own state, adding that the Fulani herdsmen were free to go about their business lawfully. The governor made the comment after a meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja. He added that the state was trying to do what the state was trying to do was to find a way to regulate grazing activities through collaborative efforts between stakeholders. Many people have lambasted Uzodinma for the decision and described him as weak. But is Uzodinma weak, or is he looking out for the best interest of his people? Interestingly, a lot of people criticizing Uzodinma don't know the security situation in the state. They don't know how much work he has done to create an enabling environment for the different communities to coexist peacefully. And they do not understand that if the government suddenly change course just because the southern governor says so, it could tip the delicate security balance in the state and possibly ignite another round of violence. Or how do the advocate of an open grazing ban want the herders to suddenly adjust to the hazard of relocating to another state? The dynamics of an open grazing ban is simply more complex than many people can know. More so, Uzodinma, being the chief security officer of the state, is in a better position to know what is best for Imolites. I believe that if an open grazing ban was the best course of action for Imo State, the governor would not have hesitated to go that route. After all, it appears like the most politically correct thing to do. If he had implemented it like that, like the other states, his approval rating would have shot up and it would have been more popular. But the governor realizes that governance is not a popularity contest. It's about doing the right thing for the right people, and that is exactly what I believe the governor has been doing and has done. Governor Uzodinma should be given the benefit of doubt. If his approach doesn't work, then his critics can blame him. And the analysis is quite as read that Governor Uzodinma of Imo State has not signed into law the anti-open grazing bill that all southern governors, the 17 southern governors, agreed to do as at September 1st. The open grazing by the Fulani herdsmen has cost a lot of people their lives, and then they have been taking advantage of their cows and herding stuff to ply people's farmland, destroy people's land. They even at times they put their cows on the street, on the road, where motor and then bikes bypasses, and it causes a whole lot of issues, and it's becoming worrisome for even the residents and the commuters, and they have been crying out for quite a while now, because some of these Fulani herdsmen are even using this to perpetrate their evil acts by killing people, raping women, and the other things like that. And this is even why some agitators have been on their toes to ensure that there is a breakup in the nation. And here is Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, who backed out. He did not. He was actually part of the southern governors that had the meeting, and they had agreed But at the time that the other governors have started, signing it into law as at September 1st, Governor Hope Uzodinma have not done that. Like, he did not sign into law. He said that there is an open legislation, like there is an open legislation law for the herdsmen and his farmers going on in his own state already. There is a law working in his own state already, and people have been backlashing him for being a coward and not, a coward and a betrayer, because he should have said that at the meeting of the 17 southern state governors. And Governor Hope Uzodinma himself expressed regrets about in his recent statement on open grazing law, that it was misinterpreted by a section of the media. He iterated that what he said was that farmers and herders were peacefully coexisting in his own state as a result of mutual understanding and respect. The governor spoke on Friday that the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Honorable Declan Emelumba, also disclosed that contrary to insinuations that the state has an open grazing law that has been operative since 2006, according to the governor, the law provided for areas that are restricted from open grazing and the herders have been abiding to it. He stressed that the memorandum of understanding the farmers and herders signed was to strengthen the existing law, and it was working very well. He regretted the extreme interpretation the media gave to his comments on the matter, saying that what was important was the peaceful way farmers and herders have been coexisting in the state. And according to him, whereas a law on anti-grazing may be desirable, dialogue and understanding, as in the case in Imo State, were more effective in addressing the conflict. Uzodinma urged Nigerians to embrace inclusiveness and tolerance as necessary tools in building and sustaining a united country. He commended farmers and herders in Imo State for living in peace and for pledging their support to the government towards ensuring and sustaining a peaceful coexistence and cordial relationship. And this is why the writer have actually come at those people that are basting Uzodinma's decision for being weak. He said what he is doing is for the best interest of his people, because he's the chief security officer of the state, and he knows what is best for the Imolite. He said that he believes that open grazing ban was that if Uzodinma knows that open grazing ban was the best course for the Imo, the governor wouldn't have hesitated to do that, because by doing that it will have even become more popular. But he understands that governance is not about a popularity contest. It is about doing the right thing for the people, and that is just what Governor Hope Uzodinma have done. Good morning. Thanks for listening.